Yes, welcome to the CDP Labs of the Services YouTube channel. Welcome back to our channel. It's been a while since we have loaded up any content or anything like that, but we just want to send appreciation for our loyal subscribers. And of course, yes, we're coming back with our mathematics marathon, and of course other subjects that we're looking at, IT as well. But the marathon will not be on this channel though, so I'm going to ask you to go over to our JOSA Online Academy YouTube channel. That's a channel that we'll be sending those lives to going forward, but some will be here on this channel as well. But you have to subscribe to know when to get onto those things, right? Now, this lesson though is based on logarithm. Did I say something wrong? I said logarithm. And guess what? Sometimes persons tend to get nervous when they hear the term logarithm. I can tell you the truth. I used to get nervous too when I hear the term logarithm, because that sounds like Spanish to me, or even French. Not to, So I am here I'm going to show you a little thing that I discovered and I taught a student, and of course she understood using this method. So here we have two examples on our screen. So we have log 5 of 25 equal y. Then we have log y 32 equal 5. But just before we go to that, just want to show you a thing or two for you to understand what we have here. Now, this is the regular exponent that you understand before. Good. But we're going to rewrite this as a log like this. So we're going to have log. Let me show you how it's done. So we're going to write the log, which is a function, and we'll be using 3. So the base remains the same, but the value that we get equal to the exponent. So this is really what it is. So when we're doing logarithm, really what we're doing is a reverse from the exponent to the log, and from the log back to the exponent. That's really what it is all about. Just always remember that basic principle. Good. So you are given here, this is the base, as you know, which is the base itself. Then we have the exponent, and then we have technically the product of the exponent. But for now I'm going to put the value, right? Now, but in terms of the logarithms now, you have the function log, which is the function right here, and then you have the base written right there, then you have the value right here. I'm just going to write it like that, and then we have the exponent right there. Alright, so I'm going to use a hands-on method now to show you how to deal with this one right here. Good. Now, if you notice, I had a paper, a rectangle paper here. I hope you can see it. I wrote log 5 of 25. Good. There you go. So you can pause the video and do that. Then now, I'm going to take my scissors. Then I'm going to cut it. See? I'm going to cut it. So what I end up having now is two different logs. Log 5 of 5, log 5 of 5. Now, So we're talking about the product rule now. This is the product rule we're talking about. So we had log 5 of 25. We separate it now and have log 5 and log 5. So we're going to put them together. So if we're going to put them together, there's one mathematical operation that comes to mind. Can you tell me what mathematical operation comes to mind when you put things together? I heard you. You said addition or plus, right? So that's correct. So what we're going to do now, we split this into 2. So we split it into 2. So we now have log 5 of 5 plus, again, the same log 5 of 5. There we go. Right? Now remember, for you to understand, you can look back on this part of the lesson. Note that this is the value, this is the base. So you're basically asking yourself this question then. 5 is the base. We want to find y, which is the exponent that will give us back 5. Good. So they ask the question now, what exponent would 5 be raised to give us back the value of 5? And that's, of course, that's 1. So log 5 of 5 is 1 plus 1, and therefore log 5 of 25 is therefore equal to what? 2. So therefore y is equal to 2. Wasn't that easy? And that's the product rule. Now this case, now you're asked to find the base. We're asked to find the base. Now this time it's 32. Now you gotta think. You gotta think now. So we're given the exponent this time. We're given the exponent this time. And you might ask the question now. So remember now we're given the exponent this time. So it is saying then, so we're now given the exponent. So let's now deal with this now. Let's match this up. Let us match this one up. So we're given the exponent this time. And because we're reflecting it this way now, you might be saying, okay then, log y, if you're going to split the 32, how do we split 32? You might be asking that question. How do we split the 32? Simple. Now you can have 4 times 8 is 32. Good. 4 times 8 is 32. 2 times 16 is 32. So guess what? If we split this, we're going to have log y we can have log y of 16. Good. Plus log y of 2. Right? Now, but I would rather to put, so if we have log y of 16, or if you want to do log y of 4, log y of 4 plus log y of 8 good. And note, everything should be equal to what? 5. Now this seems to be a bit challenging, isn't that? We could ask ourselves the question. Alright, let's say we rewrite this one then as, because we know that y is the base, so we can set it up, and we know that the number out here is the exponent, so that 5 is the exponent, and then we know that 32 is the value. So you can answer the question, oh sorry, so it's 32. You can answer the question. Let us fix this properly. You can answer the question, what number raised to the power of 5 will give us 32? And that answer is simple. Y therefore is simple equal to 2. Good? Because we could also say the question, what number when raised to a certain exponent to give us 4? And then that would be 2 raised to the power of 2. So we know that the exponent would be 2 for this. What number when raised to, and we also know that the exponent for this is 2, and the basis for this is also 2, and this is also 2, and this is 3. So there we have 2 plus 3 give us 5. Alright, now I'm just encouraging you to come on to CDP Labs Video Services, where we practice best practices such as learn by doing, or otherwise called experiential learning, which is powered by hands-on activities. Now we can't do much hands-on activities on the YouTube channel, so we're inviting you rather to go to our website, sign up, and become a registered student, so you can get the experiences our students have been getting and doing very well in mathematics and other subject areas. So of course, thank you for viewing this video. Share, like, and subscribe. Take care. Walk good.
So I remember one night searching for videos, CXC videos on the skeletal system. And that was when the search result came up and I saw CDP Labs Video Services Skeletal System Explained plus CXC practice questions. I was so thrilled. I watched the video and I understood it. So that was January 28, 2021. And watching the video, I realized that he does live on a Wednesdays and on a Mondays. I was so excited because my human and social biology teacher at the time, he just read from the concise. So he would say, turn to page 83, and I didn't have the concise. And so when I found Mr. Bernard's videos on YouTube, it was a real blessing. I was able to participate in the classes, answer questions, and I would get them right. And what I love about Mr. Bernard is that he doesn't just teach, he gives you questions. So as you finish one, he carries you to a CXC paper and to work the questions. So I got a grade 1 in human and social biology, and my experience was so amazing. When you come on the classes, he did a devotional, and you not only learn about human and social biology, but you learn about the Word of God, and that was so fulfilling. I learned even a new way how to study, like using visual, because I'm a visual learner, and Mr. Bernardi that only applies to the auditory, the visual he takes into account all types of learners, and that's really profound. So he is the best choice that I've ever made, and I can say thanks be to him, I got a great one. Also, I remember that the night before the exam, he was talking about the skeletal system and its attachments. No, my teacher didn't really pay specific attention to anything, he just wanted to finish reading the concise so that I wouldn't get to do that. But he went through it and said this is the attachment of the muscles, and ensure that you find a video while you're studying, and I did just that. And when I went on the exam, I was smiling because that same picture came and I was able to answer it. When I came out of the exam room, many persons were saying, I did not know how to answer this. What did you put? And I was so thrilled. So choosing Mr. Bernard was the best decision, and he is still the best choice.